Everybody, it's the evening at the Bubba household. All the dogs might be going crazy, so if you hear them, it's all good. And Miss Ellen is filming, so if it doesn't look good, we'll just blame her for it. It's totally all right. She's okay with it, right? All right. So, what I'm talking about before we get into Thursday and Friday. On Thursday, today, when you're watching this, it's going to be Thursday. One of the goals I want you to have for today and tomorrow, before Monday next week, is I really want you to think about the space that you're learning in. Space is super important. It's very important. When I design our classrooms for the year, I think a lot about just the space that we're moving. Now, I don't mean outer space. I'm not talking about outer space. We're talking about the space that we're in, all right? The space that we need to learn to keep a balance. Now, the thing about the space that we're in now is it's kind of confusing because it's got to be a balance of comfy and focused. I don't know about you guys, but at home, I lean towards very, very comfy and not very focused. I actually, when I'm in school, when we're in-person school, I don't like to work from home because it's my comfy space. If I'm going to work somewhere after school hours, I go to like a coffee shop or some other place because that's my focus space. But we don't have that option. We got to work at home for the most part, all right? So we got to keep a balance here. And that's kind of hard to do because, at least for me, this is my comfy space. I got to find a way to make it my focused and comfy space. And what that looks like is different for everybody. I'm not here to tell you, do this in your own house. Don't do this in your own house because it's your house. It's your house. You got to be comfy. And this is you. What this looks like to you is going to be different for everybody. So this is not the do's and the don'ts. It's just trying to get us balanced between comfy and cozy so that when we come down, when we work together, we can be present, right? We want to be present with each other. We want to be present in what we say and we do and the thoughts we're having so that we can create a learning environment, right? Because when we are learning together, we're a community of people who are present and talking to each other. We've all been in that situation where we're trying to talk to someone and they're like texting on their phone, playing Minecraft, just zoning out in video games. And you're like, I'm trying to talk to you, right? We've all been there. We don't want that. So let's talk about some ways we do this balance. In the email I'm sending you and below here, and I put the comment thing, I'm going to put a list of questions. I'm not going to tell you, you must do this, you must do that, or you don't do this, or don't do that. I'm just going to tell you to answer these questions. And if you don't think that they're balanced, or if you don't think that your answers are going to help you be present, then make some changes. And what those changes mean to you and your family might be different than what they mean to me and my family. And that's okay. As long as you're present with us and you're balanced, I can't ask for more. Okay, so let me show you how I have changed my space to help me stay present and balanced. So look, check out my space. It's not super fancy. It's a desk. It's actually Miss Ellen's desk from when she was probably in 4th grade. It's way too tiny for me, but I make it work. All right. So look, I got a space. I got a view out the window. And one of the things I want to think about is, are there distractions around? Can you see a distraction in the room? Yikes. Who put that there? Big thing. So Miss Ellen's been watching TV because it's the end of the day. And during the day, I turn this off. It's a distraction. And if Miss Ellen wants to come, if she wants to watch TV, then I might go somewhere else because part of my balance is being able to move around. I can't sit here all day. If I were to sit here all day, I'd be grumpy and mean. You wouldn't like me. So here's my space for the mornings. I got my computer. I got some lights. I got my notebooks here. These are all my school books. This is all my school stuff right here. One super important thing to have is your schedule. Some people might have a big poster up. They might have all these things like pretty and decorative. That's awesome. That's just not Mr. Bobbitt. I like, clipboards and printed out things. That's totally fine. You can see I got some sticky notes here. So, this is my space. You might have a big poster board. You might have a wall that you've dedicated to your learning. That's perfect. Awesome. If that's what you need, do it. So this is my space. I got materials, markers, pencils, crayons, headphones and chargers in here. Like I said, school notebooks there. And all my class lists. Whenever you see me guys writing things down, I'm taking notes on you. Watch out. I'm taking notes on this. I'm trying to learn you guys, get to know you a little better. So that's all right there. I can literally lean over and grab it and you wouldn't even know I was doing it while I'm teaching. But let's say Miss Ellen wants to watch TV. I can't watch, this is a distraction to me. Mr. Bobbitt, focusing is a hard thing for me to do sometimes. So let me show you what I do. I'll grab what I need and I'll take it over. Do y'all see her? Y'all see her room? I know, she's a mess. So sometimes if Miss Ellen is in there watching TV or talking on the phone or whatever, I'll come in here and notice, like I try to keep my workspace simple, right? My space can travel with me. It's just in my notebook. It's whatever materials I need in that moment. My computer, notebook, clipboard, maybe some kind of project we're working on. Right now, Miss Ellen and I are putting in our voter ballots because just to timestamp this video, the election is probably going to be held mostly over mail-in ballot for the first time. So this is where I work. And I got to really think to myself, what do I need to be present and focused and balanced? It's okay to be comfy. I'm not saying don't be comfy, but I am saying you can be too comfy where you're not really balanced anymore and you're not really present anymore. If I'm so comfy where I'm just big chilling on my couch or dozing off, or I'm so comfy where my mind starts to drift, or I'm focused on something else, right? Then that's not gonna help me be a present learner. Sometimes I like to be outside. I'll just sit out here and work, right? So I don't need anything fancy, just a place to put my computer down, a place where I could write on my computer at the same time and work on my notebook at the same time. It doesn't have to be fancy, all right? As long as it's helping us stay balanced between comfy and focused and helps us stay present, all right? For example, if I am sitting on my Zoom meeting on the couch and the TV's on and cartoons are on, it's not helping me stay present, right? Because that means I'm focused on something else. I'm not talking about what we're talking about as a class. And this is gonna be hard. It's gonna take some adjustment because we're in our comfy space, but we gotta find some way to be balanced enough during school hours. Now you bet when school is over, when all my work's done, then the focus space goes out the window and this whole thing just kind of goes back to comfy. Look at that arrow. All right? Because that means I've got my responsibilities done. It's time for me to chill. So think about how you want to organize your space. I'm not saying you have to have one space. This is the focus corner. But I am saying we want to make sure that we're being balanced and that when it's time for us to relax, when it's time for us to calm down and chill at the end of the day, we can turn off our computers, we can close our notebooks, put them on the shelf, and we can go back to playing video games, back to going outside and kicking around a soccer ball or shooting a basketball or doing whatever you want to do. All right? So be thinking about that. I want to see your space. I'm going to give you a tour of my space. I already gave you a tour of my space, but I want to get the tour of yours. Okay? Everybody be good, be safe. I'm out. One other thing to consider about your video backgrounds and your space, wherever you're thinking about, is you also kind of want to think about not just what you need, but what other people might see. Like, I don't know, if you could just imagine me trying to teach you right now about geography, can you kind of see something that might be a little bit distracting? Gross. Some of y'all might even be the same boat that we're in, because you might be working from home and so might your family or your brothers and sisters, and you might have to create multiple balanced spaces at your house. So check this out. I've shown you my workspace. Here's Miss Allen's.
Hey guys, so Mr. B built this all on his own. Actually with Mr. Heron, who's a middle school teacher. And this is where I do most of my work. I have an extra screen here. I have my laptop here. My glasses so that I can read. And all the things for my computer are here too. So I have my charger. I have my mouse. I have my notepad in case I need to write anything down. And then I also have some fun things over here. I have my book that I'm reading and my Kindle. So that's my desk. I also have some utensils up here, which Mr. B probably uses more than me. Most of these books are his too.
So there you have it. There's our balance.
There you have it.
Those are our balance spaces. So experiment. You might try a couple of things. We actually moved this desk that I'm working at from somewhere else in the house and put it there. So we've even kind of like mixed things up. So keep an open mind, try out some stuff, and we will see you on Friday. Bye.